Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Center Parc Stadium in Atlanta, home to the Georgia State Panthers. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Eagles offense will go to work first. The last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Eagles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Yes, the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The give from the gun. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Let's talk for a second about Georgia State. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Durham. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Makes the grab, it's Watts. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. All right, guys, let's chat about Georgia State. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. Just barely enough to tuck it into that right corner. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Off from the shotgun. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He's got it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking for room. It's Weeks. Got room to work. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Works the middle of the field. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Quickly out to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached a break. Georgia State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off-play action on first down. Throws toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Throws to the wideout. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Panthers can really attack on this second and short. Motion from the back. They're looking to throw on second and short. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Grabs it in the middle. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. Georgia State jumps back to the line. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Panthers have their offense in high gear.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. It'll be a draw. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great sailor. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense gets set for second down.
Time to put some points on the scoreboard.
Steamroller, baby! Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Grab behind the line. It's Weeks. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. The Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Eagles come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25. The Eagles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Creates a little room. Can't get him to the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Eagles! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Down close to the goal line. Great job by the tight end on his route for that touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. A 69-yard touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to...
Oh, he's got some space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend, don't break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They are having none of this running game down on the goal line.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a final alert coming from the clash between Alabama and LSU. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Here he goes. Touchdown, Eagles. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45. Wants to throw on first down. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back. You got to read the defense for a decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man quickly. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
They're able to make the stop, and not before Georgia State has a first down. To the air on first down. Fakes the grab. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
And that's okay. The offense coordinator is not upset because, listen, quarterback decision-making, find your guys, find your matchups. He's made big plays already. He's already put up a game's worth of stats. Continue to find that guy. You'll have some misses, but he is your guy.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
Man, this defense has their hands full today, because not only do they have to worry about the running backs, and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Field goal is good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. From the gun, the ground game. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Give to the back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And the Panthers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if...
They snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. Fights off the defender. They got him, and he never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got the tight end. Turning it on. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. From the gun. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Fired in from the red zone for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Gets open down the middle. Turns it on at midfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. No, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Georgia State comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Snap in the shotgun. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Got a man. It's Parker. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The RPO fired complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Weeks. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the 1st as they mark it at the 32. The Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. With the catch, it's Weeks. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give on the option. Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
It's caught. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but They're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Play number 9 on this drive. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not...
Just steamrolling the defense. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that's new. If you want to give the ball to the tight end in this situation and let him run the football, I mean, goal line area, maybe. No, you know what? It's stopped.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Eagles! He'll try to tack on one more.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Slips through the line. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Makes the grab. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Play the analytics here, and you go for 2.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Gives it to the back on the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We reached the end of the period. Georgia Southern is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking for a gap. It's Weeks. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
Pulls it in on the right. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, He has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. The field goal is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
And the Panthers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Dura. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now on 1st down from the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Georgia State jumps back to the line.
Yeah, in this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get 1st down. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the 1st down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throwing catch.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th.
He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Georgia State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Use the play fake, now to throw. Flips it out in the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on 3rd down, and life is much better. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down, they kept chopping wood, they found a rhythm, and in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
What a play by the defense. I'll tell you, every time that guy gets the ball in space, the entire stadium holds their breath because of his game-changing speed. That is an outstanding job of an open field tackle in a 2-minute situation.
He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got a man. It's Hodges. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. The Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Bringing the heat. He's going to take off.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. And the Eagles can really attack on this second and short.
Great job by the defense, staying aware on that play here late in the game with the lead, and the offense needs to throw the football. They're trying to make it look like pass before handing it off on the draw, but the defense wasn't fooled, and they make a nice tackle.
Caught close to the marker. It's Parker. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're working that left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Touchdown, Eagles! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good. Like, putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job back. Opportunities to make.
Heel off one deep down the left side. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
He's taking the deep shot. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats and you take the rankings and you take the records and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange.